everything installed. We're gonna at least start it up on the old tune from the old motor. Then we're gonna have to get this car tuned. Even though we got it running, it'll start up on the old tune, but you can't do nothing else with it. Welcome to Peanuts Automotive Adventures. That's Peanut, I'm James. Welcome to Peanuts Automotive Adventures, where every day is the automotive adventures. And don't forget, let me go ahead and shout out the sponsors. What's the sponsors? Innovative Powders is our first sponsor. Please use them. Reach out to them. We're gonna have a little short video, like our version of advertising. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I got a spider web on my glasses. And the graphicsspotva.com, right? graphicsspotva.com, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to them for all your graphic needs. Please use our sponsors, you know what I'm saying? They're great small businesses. So, use them, please. I know it's been a while. We haven't had a video in a while. Can't y'all tell? Peanut's kind of rusty, so we're going to get back into the groove of thing. But as y'all can see, we are out here in the Honeycomb Hideout Annex with Loonies, and we're going to provide y'all an update on what we've been doing. We have been working. We just ain't been working on no videos. So I'm going to turn this around and let y'all see what we've been working on. You know what I'm saying? So 1 second. All right, Team Run It. This is what we've been working on. We have installed the TA stage build engine into Loonies. So it's right there, y'all. Everything's buttoned up except for the torque converter bolts, which I'm waiting on some torque converter spacers to come in Wednesday. They'll be here on Wednesday. I had some, but they wasn't the right size, so I had to order some more that was the correct size, and they'll be here on Wednesday. Bless you, bless you. So this is the build courtesy. This was built by Steve V Automotive. We haven't fired it up yet because we have a lot to do, right? We have a lot more to do to it. But everything's bolted up except for the torque converter bolts, the spacers, torque converter spacers, and I got to blow out this line here to make sure that it's clear. This is the main fuel line coming from the fuel cell. We're going to unhook it from here, blow it with some compressed air, unhook it from the fuel pump, and blow it with some compressed air. What else we have to do? I have to get the EGTs installed on it, as y'all can see. EGTs. We got one more oil pressure sending unit to install on it. I got one installed. I was trying to tee them off with each other, but at the position that I'm in, which is over here, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's down below there. It's not enough room for it with that engine mount right there. Also, I got to readjust this down for it's pointing down to the ground. What else do we got to do? There's something else. Got to change the rear differential fluid. Got to put transmission fluid back in it. We have braking oil. We use the AMSOIL. Everything we use is AMSOIL. Even for the transmission, it's torque drive, automatic transmission fluid. What else we got to do? It's something else. I can't remember. I know we got to bleed the brakes. We're going to bleed the brakes on it this week. Y'all see we reinstalled the Champion radiator with the electric fans. It's something else, Peanut. I can't remember. You remember? It's something else. Oh, and we changed out the fuel filters, primary and secondary fuel filters on it. Because these are old, been sitting in there. So it's something else, man. I can't remember. Something else. I'll think of a team runner as we're doing this video, but as y'all can see, it's here. We got everything installed. We're gonna at least start it up on the old tune from the old motor. Then we're gonna have to get this car tuned. Even though we got it running, it'll start up on the old tune, but you can't do nothing else with it. So even though we got everything, we know we're gonna have to get the car with a new tune because we're pushing more cubes. We're gonna be pushing more air because of the street eliminator heads that we got that was ported by Spire Racing out of Oklahoma. He did the port work on these heads. Steve V did the assembly on the heads. What else? Of course, he did the engine work. So I might as well just go over the specs on the motor, the specs on the whole car, in case anybody new to the channel. We are running a Moser Ford 9-inch M9 in the back with the H&R part sway bar, adjustable sway bar with the adjustable links in the back. We are running some TA race headers. We are running a Rosler 400 manual reverse valve body transmission. We're running a PTC 9.5 converter. We're running two 20-pound injectors for E85. We're running a Weldon fuel pump for the E85. What else? Running MSD box, which I got the extra one here. It's the same box. We're running the MSD. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. 7AL2. Actually, it's a 6AL2 that's in the car. So let me go around if I can give y'all the truth. That we got an extra box sitting there in case we ever need it. Let me see. Yeah, it should be right here. I think it's a 6AL. Yeah, 6AL right there. What else are the specs on this car? Let's go over the engine specs. Like I said, street eliminator heads. TA block from TA Performance out of Arizona. Running the Champion intake. Running the offset Champion intake adapter here. Running a bigger throttle body. Running a Crower crank, Ross pistons, and Crower rods on everything. What else? Of course, we're running the engine management system is a fast system, which y'all see. I'll show y'all that real quick, which is right. It's mounted right there. That's the fast. That's about it, y'all. That's about it. I guess I can go over to Turbo. Turbo is a precision ball bearing 6870 Turbo. I almost forgot that again. Because I built this car for TSM class. So I got to read over the TSM, what is it called, rule book again. Because things done changed since I never competed in TSM. Never competed. I have headed at the local, this car running at the local, where did we go? We did a street car event down in Rockingham, North Carolina. We've been to VMP a couple of times with this car, and been to Richmond a couple of times before Richmond Raceway stopped. And I lied to y'all too. I still got my crossover pipe. Once I put the torque converter, we got this crossover pipe that we gotta reinstall back. But yeah, man, we done came a long way with this car, man. This car sat dormant. It sat without an engine since 2023. The last motor was a 109. It was a cruise motor, 109 block, girdle block. I still got it. It's still in the garage out there. Didn't get rid of it. And you know, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it on this engine and the specs on the car. We got to get some. These are from 16, but a good friend of mine gave me some good advice, saying that once I'm done with dyno tuning, then swap these out because the dyno tears up your drag radios. So that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and order the drag radios, and after the tune session, we're gonna go ahead and do what we need to do. Badass fender cover is courtesy of Watts Performance Solutions. Thank you. Ordered this a couple of years ago from them. And it was needed. It was needed for we don't scratch the car up. What else? Is something else, but while I think of it, let me turn this around. right, guys. I know I said I was going to bring y'all on board on every step of the way of the car, but we ran into some hiccups with the car, installing the engine. It was my mistake. I had a good friend, Donald Parton, come down, help me out. We used his transmission jack. So what happened was, with those new motor mounts that you got to get for the TA block, I was trying to reinstall the engine with the transmission mounted. That was a no-go. So what we did was we went on ahead, dropped the transmission out, installed the engine, dropped it on the mounts, which made life easier, and then used his transmission mount, right? Use his transmission mount to twist the transmission into place up on the dowel pins on the actual engine. And, and everything went back together and everything, man. So, we had a couple of hiccups here and there, but we are here. Y'all see, we there. We also, one of the hiccups was, his travel soccer was the priority at the moment. Now that was over with, the spring season is over with, we was able to come out here and work on it little by little. We still working on it. We are going to bring you on board on the first startup. And a couple other things with the car that we'll go over more and more. But when you run into hiccups, man, the last thing you want to do is grab a camera. I ain't even gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? Because our channel is really not DIY related, we don't want to come across like that, but we do want y'all to know what we have going on when it comes to these automotive adventures. And this was a major one right here. This was actually a major milestone for us. As y'all can see, the hood's missing, so we'll probably start putting that hood back on pretty soon too. Once everything's buttoned up, I think that'll be the last thing we do is put the hood on. So, look, that's our kitty litter bucket. Well, it's our dry sweep bucket. I got to go get some more dry sweep because I know what happened when I drained the transmission fluid, because I had to pull the dipstick tube out. It was in the way, and some transmission fluid spilled on the floor. But I got to get a new bag of dry sweep, fresh bag. What else is going on with this car? That's pretty much it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to give y'all an update on what we've been doing. As y'all can see, I know y'all hear that frog in the background, but yeah, man, we almost there. It's downhill from here, so we almost there. So hey, we're gonna go ahead close out this video, but appreciate all the support. And we're gonna bring y'all on board. I'm not gonna lie to y'all again. We're gonna bring y'all on board when we start it up. I know I gotta drive it a little bit. I ain't gonna be too hard on it to seat the rings, because just idling ain't gonna seat the rings. So less than 5 pounds of boost. I don't know if I'm gonna put a weaker spring in the wastegate or not to achieve that 5 pound, because I think I got a 10-pound spring in there right now. Maybe a 12-pound spring, to where I don't need to turn the CO2 on just for boost. I can leave that off and work off of the wastegate. So we'll get to that. Because no matter what, we're going to do everything correct, everything right. Because this is a big investment right here, y'all. Big investment, you know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't cheap. Nothing's cheap, so it's all good. But hey, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell. We're going to bring y'all on board. You know what I'm saying? We'll have another updated video, and we might get into some other videos, too, about some. I know one thing I got to give a shout out. Hold on. Before I close out this video, let me give a shout out to Mark Huffman at grandnational. I got to get his, if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it's grandnational customparts.com. We got some parts from them that need to be installed. So maybe the next video will be on that, and I'll have the right information, and I will do a video just for him and his parts, and his website and all that for you Grand National guys that don't know about Mark Huffman and his awesome website and the parts that he do sell, some custom parts and stuff like that. So that'll probably be the next video, because I got to give some thanks to a lot of these vendors too that's keeping these cars alive. But hey, this is Peanuts Automotive Adventure. That's Peanut. I'm James. There's the puppies right there. And, you know, we're going to sign off. We're going to bring y'all on board. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. But, hey, we out. Peace.